Stella, baby. Finna get right. Here we go. Yeah, listen. I ain't really trying to hold too much pride. Feeling like Michael, how I beat those odds. Yeah.
Welcome to Unapologetically Divorced. That is right. We are not just talking about relationships here. We are talking about getting rid of the weight of everything in your life that has been holding you down. Welcome to our 7 minutes of positivity. I am Brittany Bossub, international keynote speaker, author, podcaster, and licensed mental health therapist. And today we're going to be talking about the power of gratitude after loss. We have a quote here: "Gratitude turns what we have into enough." Gratitude turns what we have into enough. Believe it or not, starting with gratitude can help you to really dive deep and to see things differently outside of the surface level. Many times I do challenges with some of my clients and I tell them, take 30 days. Let's just take 30 days and come up with something different every day that we're grateful for. And you'll find as you continue to do it more and more, you'll begin to see, wow, I have to think harder and I have to really acknowledge, like, what am I truly grateful for outside of family, friends, my life? But what am I truly, truly grateful for? And there's this book by Mark Batterson. He is truly an anointed author. He has a book called Draw the Circle. And so this is a 40-day prayer challenge. And I love this book because he has a chapter in there where he talks about, expressing what you're grateful for and really breaking it down to the point of where you get to, like, I'm grateful for the mitochondria and I'm grateful for plants and I'm grateful for the sun. I'm grateful for all these things. And the point of that is we have to start being grateful. And when we start expressing gratitude, we begin to see life differently. In our life, there is so much competing for the negative, but we have to choose to compete for the positive. One thing I share with my clients a lot is this. I say, if you look for positive, you're going to find positive. But if you look for problems, you're going to find problems. Just like if you look for a solution, you're going to find that solution. The choice is yours. And so that brings us to 1 Thessalonians 5:18. Give thanks in all circumstances, for this is God's will for you in Jesus Christ. And so when we think about giving thanks in all circumstances, we might not realize, like, okay, that means be grateful when my car breaks down, be grateful when I'm stranded on the side of the road. Yes, because you don't even know how that was something that was saving you from getting in that car accident, or saving you from that drunk driver, or saving you from so many things that are working. And it reminds us of how we are not in a flesh on flesh war, but it is a spiritual battle here. And we are fighting evil spirits. And so it's important to understand that we have to start recognizing the spirit behind people that's operating in them, and also the spirit that sent them. And that's why it's so important. Growing up as a child, you'd be like, that's crazy. I'm not going to let them in your house. You're not going to let this person in your house because of their spirit or this, that, and the other. But now being an adult and living life and having gone through so many challenges and tribulations, we begin to see, like, oh my goodness, wow, now I get it. And so when you think about being grateful and expressing gratitude each and every day, it starts with you really being appreciative of everything that you have. One thing about myself is I got a chance to go to Ghana, and it was just amazing to see their work ethic. And even though they had limited resources, they were happy, they were grateful. I mean, everyone was working. The women had their babies stretched onto their bodies from the front to the back. Men were working, the women, the children were working. They have these big buckets on their heads, and they are happy. They have a smile on their head. A smile on their face. And when I tell you, just seeing the weight that they are wearing on their head and that they can still smile is just so amazing. And so I said that to say this, like, yes, there are so many reasons why we could find to be, upset or sad, but I challenge you to find the ways that you can be grateful. Write down 3 things that you are grateful for today, even in your current season. Because, like they say, you're either going through something, getting ready to go through something, or you're coming out of something. But either way, we have to choose to be grateful. And so it really, really, truly starts with you. And I have a book called Unapologetically Divorced. And chapter 2 is about rebuilding your identity. Because this is all a part of that. Being grateful, not being the person that you once were, but being a new image, a new version of yourself, and operating as that. And not allowing anyone to pull you back or tell you your past, da da da. Okay, I've already been redeemed. So I challenge you, don't let anyone throw your past in your face, because we all have a past. The choice is, what are you willing to do with yours and move forward? Because no one here on earth has a heaven or hell to put you in. I love how I was listening to this one lady, Tiffany Montgomery, and she talked about how, are you going to fear God, or are you going to fear those dead skeletons? Who do you fear? Because we are like a vapor. We are all going to leave this earth one day or another. And we have to answer for every single thing that we have done. And so once we have asked the Lord to forgive us, and we believe in our heart that we have been forgiven, stop letting other people hold you to that. You have been forgiven. And you have to learn to live your best life. He who is without sin, cast the first stone. No one's casting stones at you, because we all have sinned, and you are not alone. So as I read this excerpt, and you can find this book at yourtransformationalhealing.com, I'm going to read chapter 2, Rebuild Your Identity. This chapter is about reclaiming and redefining who you are after a major life shift. Like divorce, it's easy to lose yourself when you've spent years prioritizing others or living up to societal expectations. Here we explore how to rebuild your identity on your terms, embracing your strengths, values, and desires. You'll learn to let go of labels that no longer serve you and rewrite the narrative of your life. Through self-discovery and actionable steps, this chapter empowers you to own your individuality, set clear boundaries, and confidently step into your next chapter. Remember, rebuilding isn't about becoming someone new. It's about uncovering and celebrating the real you. And so as I leave you today, you might be saying, what do I do next? Well, go to yourtransformationalhealing.com and download my 5-step self-doubt detox. And let's repeat this affirmation. I find gratitude in every moment, even the challenging ones. I find gratitude in every moment, even the challenging ones. Be blessed.
Yeah, Stella, baby. Finna get right. Here we go.